Marketing is always changing, but brand recognition remains powerful. To position your practice as the top trusted brand in your community, continue watching this video. Therasast is sponsoring this video today, and they are a cloud-based platform that can serve as the hub for all your marketing efforts. More on this in a little bit. I'm Brent Stutzman, the owner of Brand Your Practice, and this is part 2 of a series on starting your private practice. Today, you're going to learn how to brand your practice, and in part 3, you're going to discover how to market it. Before we get started, there is a free step-by-step guide on how to start your own private practice down in the links below. Download it today for free for a helpful checklist and more how-to videos. All right, let's get started. Chris Do recently had a conversation with Marty Neumeier about branding.
What is branding, Marty?
Yeah, so let's start with what branding isn't.
Okay.
It's because it's not a lot of things people say it is. It's not a logo.
Okay.
People say the brand is a promise the company makes to customers, and there's some truth in that.
Yep.
I mean, it does end up acting as a promise, but that's not what it is either. A brand is a result.
A brand is not a logo. A brand is not a promise. A brand is a result. It's a customer's gut feeling about a product, service, or a company. It ends up in their heads and in their hearts. Here's how branding works. Customers take all the raw materials, all the data points, everything that you throw at them, and they create a brand about who you are. A brand is really like your reputation. It's what they think and feel about you. Your brand is the result of how people perceive you after interacting with your logo, website, videos, webinars, newspaper clips, emails, and your services. Everything that you do contributes to your brand. Now, when I work with my clients, the goal is to position their practice to be the top trusted brand for solving specific problems in their community and for their ideal client. Let me demonstrate the impact of branding on a potential client's purchasing decision. When a problem arises, people often go through 3 stages. First, they become aware of the problem. For example, their marriage is in trouble. The second stage is that they search for a solution. So they may go to Google and type in marriage counseling near me. In step 3, brand awareness becomes even more crucial. If your brand is known for helping troubled marriages, people will actually skip over part 2 and come straight to you, your practice. So how do you actually grow and amplify your brand? Well, that's marketing, and that's part 3 of this series. But let me give you just a couple ideas around marketing your brand. The best way to grow your brand is to be consistent in your messaging and consistent in providing amazing results for your clients. Consistent messaging looks like showing up online and in person, and consistent results looks like providing amazing service for your clients, because then they will go and tell everyone else about how great of a job you've done. I'll be sharing more marketing tactics in part 3 of this series. Here's the deal. I 100% agree with Chris and Marty when they say your brand is your reputation. It's that person's gut feeling about your services. It's in their heads and it's in their hearts. And here's the good news for you. Most therapists are not thinking in terms of building a brand. This is your opportunity to stand out and solidify your brand in the marketplace. So now that you know why branding is so essential, let's jump in and talk about identifying your ideal client, because this is essential for building out your brand. Hey, if you're enjoying this content so far in this video, subscribe to this channel so you can get more content like this. And hit the like button if you feel like this content is helping you think more about launching your own practice and growing your brand. And if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below and I'll answer it. The first step in building your brand is to identify your ideal client. This is also known as your customer avatar. Companies spend thousands of dollars and hours to figure this out, but I will show you how to do it in just a few minutes. First, I want you to think about 1 or 2 of your current clients that you absolutely love working with. Second, I want you to record their demographic information. Things like their gender, their marital status, age range, vocation, presenting symptoms, and even struggles. Third, I want you to write down 10 to 15 reasons why you love working with these clients. What is it about them that you are excited to see them? By doing this, you can quickly identify your ideal client and start building your brand assets around them. And don't rush this part. Really spend some time thinking about this ideal client because it's going to be essential as you think about your brand message, which will be essential in building out your website and everything else. So take a few minutes, maybe even a few days to work through this process. All right, now that you've identified your ideal client, it's time to create a sales funnel to guide them through the process of scheduling an appointment. A sales funnel is a process that involves guiding a potential client through a series of stages. I like to break a sales funnel down into 3 steps. The first stage is curiosity. At this stage, people know they have a problem and they go to your website and are curious if you can help them solve this problem. Your website has less than 5 seconds to answer this question, so it's critical that your website can answer the questions around the problems they're looking to solve quickly. The second stage in the sales funnel is enlightenment. If you've piqued their curiosity, potential clients will start to consume more of the content that's on your website. And during this stage, they are trying to understand more deeply how you can help solve their problem. Good marketing always enlightens customers because it builds trust and enhances your reputation as a trusted guide. The third stage in the sales funnel is commitment. This is when your potential client decides to schedule an appointment or a consultation call. At this point in the buying process, they trust you enough to help them with their problem. So those are the 3 stages of the sales funnel. And here are 3 marketing assets you need to gently move your potential clients along in the sales process. First, you need a website with a clear brand message that engages your ideal client. This will help them in the initial curiosity stage. Second, to further enlighten your potential clients, I highly recommend that you create a lead generating PDF. A lead generator is often a free resource such as an ebook or a checklist or a quiz that is offered in exchange for the user's email. The purpose of a lead generator is to build an email list of potential clients that can be nurtured and eventually converted into being a paying client. Now look, not every client is ready to schedule an appointment when they land on your website, but you can help them during the enlightenment stage by providing an email campaign to help them along to get to that commitment stage. Third, for the commitment stage, when that potential client is ready to commit, make sure you make it as easy as possible for them to buy counseling from you. Make it simple with a clear call to action button to either call to schedule an appointment or to fill out a form to schedule an appointment so they can get started in the counseling process. At the end of the day, every private practice needs a sales funnel, and your website should be your 24/7 sales agent. If you need a sales funnel or you need to improve your sales funnel, try TheraSAS. It's a complete marketing platform and mobile app for therapists, and it's HIPAA compliant. TheraSAS is designed to help private practices grow with streamlined intakes, branding, and automation. Learn more at therasas.com. All right, let's talk about logos. Logos are an important asset for visually representing your brand. So here are a few crucial tips for logo design. First of all, keep it simple and easy to recognize. You are not Nike, you are not Apple, and you are not Starbucks, who can have a logo with absolutely no words on it. Your logo, however, will most likely be word-based, which means the name of your practice will be predominantly displayed. Again, just keep it simple. Okay, number 2, when designing a logo, use colors that align with the tone of your practice. Since you are in the mental health space, you may not want to get too crazy with big and bright pastel colors, unless you decide that it will help you reach your ideal client. Again, just keep it simple. 2 resources to use when choosing colors for your brand are Adobe Color Wheel and Color Hunt. They will help you play around with ideas for color. Both are free and they're fun to use. I've linked to them in the description below. Third, make sure your logo scales well and looks good in different sizes. If you're going to use an icon, don't make it so big that you can't read the actual name of your business. Keep the icon small and the words big. You want people to be able to read the name of your business. Finally, get some feedback. Talk to colleagues, friends, neighbors, whoever. Get their input before you finalize the design. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to make a decision. Now here's how I go about the design process for a logo. The first step is just to get some ideas going. So I like to use an AI logo creator to get the creative juices flowing. I've used Tailor Brands and Logo AI in the past. In fact, I liked one so much that I just bought it. So I didn't even use a designer. I've added links to Tailor Brands and Logo AI in the description below so you can play around with it. Step 2, take those concept ideas that you created using AI and create one for yourself, or use a service like 99 Designs. If you have the budget, I say pay $500 and use 99 Designs. It's basically a competition, so you get a ton of design drafts from solid logo makers. I have a walkthrough video that I did with a client on how to use 99 Designs, and I'm going to link to that in the description below too. Remember that your logo is an important aspect of your brand and will be used in various marketing materials. So take the time to create a design that accurately represents your practice. Use the resources below and keep it simple. All right, let's talk business cards. Why should you even have a business card in the digital age? Well, my perspective is that business cards are not just for current or potential clients. Instead, they are marketing resources that could be focused on potential referral sources, those who can refer clients to you. However, not just any old flimsy business card will do. I recommend using some of your startup funds to create something that will make an impression on those referral sources, rather than ending up in a landfill. Take this opportunity to amplify your brand. Your logo should engage at least 2 senses, sight and touch. Using moo.com, you should be able to create a square business card that's sturdy and has a soft matte texture to it. I've done this with several of my clients, and people love the square size and the texture of these cards. We like to use Moo's square business cards with their super option with an 18-point thickness and with the soft touch finish with rounded corners. So why take this approach? Well, the thickness of the card communicates that your brand is stable and confident and dependable. The silky smooth texture of the soft touch finish communicates gentleness, tenderness, and even kindness. The impression will be so positive that the recipient will have a hard time throwing this card away. And moreover, it will further imprint your brand into their mind and into their heart. Another example is my own business card. As someone who thinks a lot about branding, I wanted to prove my point. So I created a metal business card. I not only give it to clients who I want to work with, but also those potential referral sources. Now, this business card always gets some sort of reaction, and I like to make it a little bit of a spectacle. So they come in these plastic sleeves, so I like to slowly take it out of the plastic sleeve and say, hey, I want to give this to you. And when they get it in their hand, they feel it, they look at it, they're touching it, they're bending it. It also has these nice rounded soft groove edges here, so it just looks really cool. And here's the thing, it's engaging their senses, the color, like their sight, but also the way they touch it and feel it. I'm just further imprinting myself and my brand into their minds and into their hearts as someone who's creative. So after I hand it to them, they'll probably stick it in their pocket or maybe in their wallet. But every time that their hand is in their pocket that day, my business card will be in there making that impression on them, right? It's gonna show up again. How many impressions can I get out of this business card? And if they put it in their wallet, it's just gonna make their wallet even stiffer, and so they're gonna have to take it out and put it somewhere else. Now, you don't have to go to this length of creating a metal business card, but think of your business card as an opportunity to imprint your brand into the minds and hearts of potential referral sources. Remember, your brand is all about your reputation, what people think and feel about you. What I do at Brand Your Practice is I build that brand for my clients. If you're looking to scale to a group practice, consider partnering with me and my team here at Brand Your Practice. Just go to my website and fill out the survey or schedule a discovery call. Thank you again to our sponsor, Therasast, for sponsoring this video. If you want to level up your marketing and capture more client leads, go to therasast.com to find out more. If you found this information helpful, please give it a like. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below and I'll answer it, and consider subscribing to this channel. Don't forget to download the free step-by-step launch guide. The link is in the description below. And I'll see you in part 3 of this video series, how to market your private practice.